Hi, my name is Tanya, and I'm a 28-year-old with ataxia. Ataxia basically means having a lack of coordination. People with ataxia have problems with coordination because parts of the nervous system that control movement and balance are affected. The most common way to get ataxia is through inheritance. I have hereditary ataxia. The hereditary ataxias are degenerative disorders that progress over a number of years. How severe the disability will become and whether complications caused by the disease will lead to death depends on the type of ataxia, the age of onset of symptoms, and other factors which are poorly understood at this time. Incoordination of hands, arms, and legs, and slurring of speech are common symptoms. Anything requiring the use of fine motor skills are affected. As the disease progresses, muscles become less and less responsive to commands from the brain, causing coordination problems to become more pronounced. I have a recessive ataxia type, which means that neither of my parents have ataxia, but they both carry the ataxia gene. Inheriting the gene from only one parent would not have resulted in me having the disease, but by inheriting the gene from both parents, I was born with ataxia. Because a single recessive ataxia gene does not cause symptoms, it can be passed on in a family for generations without ever being recognized. Therefore, there is often no family history of ataxia if the disease is inherited as a recessive gene. I have absolutely no family history of ataxia. It started with me and my brother. There are also dominantly inherited type ataxias. This means there is a family history of the disease. The most common are the spinocerebellar ataxias. I've had genetic testing done, and the results came back for ataxia of an unknown type. Because so little is known about this disease, and many people have an unknown type, it is impossible to determine the rate at which someone will progress, or if he/she will develop further symptoms. My symptoms began in 2000 during my junior year of high school. For the next few years, my symptoms were so minor, they pretty much went unnoticed. I always knew, though, that something was different about me, but I just dismissed it because the last thing on my mind was that I had a medical condition, much less a disability. By 2004, I finally went to the doctor because I was tired of dealing with these problems. He did some physical tests on me and ordered an MRI. The MRI showed that my cerebellum is underdeveloped, and that's how I came to be diagnosed with ataxia. Blood tests confirmed this diagnosis. It has been 6 years now since I was diagnosed, and I am still fairly independent. I live on my own, I drive, and I work full-time. I can do all daily activities on my own, just at a slower pace than most people. Assistance is minimal, but I do need it sometimes. My family and friends are great about helping me when I need it. It's easy for me to lose my balance. I lose my balance often, and sometimes I even fall, though rarely. My gait is unsteady, and I tend to walk diagonally because my equilibrium is off-center. Walking up and down stairs is my biggest obstacle. I definitely need a rail or someone to hold on to. Anything that requires a fair amount of coordination, like many sports, I shouldn't do. I get tired faster than many people, so any strenuous activity like hiking or rock climbing is not really for me. I can't do much that requires balance, like skating or riding a bike. Despite what I deal with on a daily basis, I live my life pretty well. I have a positive attitude about myself and never let ataxia stand in the way of doing the things that I want to do. I stay as healthy as possible, taking vitamins and being as active as I can. There is no treatment for my disease at this time, but I'm optimistic that one day there will be. I just live my life to the fullest each day and never worry about what the future holds for me and my condition.